Love, Simon is directed by Greg Berlanti, and this film follows a young man in high school who believes that he lives a semi-normal life. He gets along with his family, has plenty of friends, but there is one aspect of his life that he really is struggling with, which is the fact that he is gay. So this film shows him trying to get through high school and trying to navigate throughout his senior year, trying to cope with this situation as best he can. Love, Simon is a movie that I was really looking forward to. I think that this film offers a very unique perspective that we don't really see a lot in film, so I had very high hopes for this movie. And I think because Love, Simon is so funny and so amiable, I think for the most part this movie is able to accomplish what it sets out to do in the first place. Nick Robinson, who I was not too impressed with in Jurassic World, but to be honest there wasn't a ton in that movie that I was impressed with in the first place, but he portrays Simon and I thought that he was really charming and really likable. He was also really strong in the more dramatic scenes as well and is quite effectively able to deliver some pretty heartfelt moments that really start to tug on your emotions. The people that are in his friend group I also thought did a really good job as well. There aren't too many scenes in this film where there are anything but normal high school kids, so there isn't too many opportunities that they can really sink their teeth into, except for Catherine Langford, who I thought was so good. There's one scene in particular where she's kind of lamenting on a bed, and I thought it was one of the more genuine and heartfelt moments of the film. It was one of my favorite scenes actually. And I thought it was a really introspective moment for her character, and you're really able to go into her psyche and see things from her perspective more because this movie is told from Simon's perspective. Which I'm glad there were moments in this movie that felt very genuine and felt like actual high school kids, because I should know a year ago I was one of them. However, there is a good 10 to 15 minutes of this movie at the beginning where I was not sold at all on these characters because it was just so inexcusably cheesy. Like when these characters would meet each other first thing in the morning, it's like they have never met before, or that they're just trying to cue the audience in into exactly the type of person that they are and what their personality is. Simon's family as well I thought was just too picture perfect, and I was really worried that this movie was going to not be able to recover from this very Hallmark style picture of what high school really is like. There was a line early on in this film where they reference 90s movies, very cheesy 90s movies, so perhaps that they were trying to imitate something like that and get this very glitzy look on what high school is actually like, but it just really didn't work out for me. Thankfully, pretty much everything after a pivotal scene at a library where some conflict is introduced, I thought everything really started to take off and I really started to enjoy this movie. But I'd say overall, Love, Simon is a film that does not have an ounce of cynicism in its entire body. No, it's not as poetic as Moonlight, and no, it's not as romantic as Call Me By Your Name, but I think what this movie tries to do, it succeeds in doing. And I think if this movie is able to reach into the audience and touch someone who is struggling with similar things, and this movie gives them the courage that they need, then I think that this movie has done its job perfectly. So did you guys see Love, Simon? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video. And if you did, you can click on the link down below and subscribe to my channel to see more movie reviews and movie related things. Again guys, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.